ask Io. Io, go ahead.
Bomb itself, not the delivery system.
Sorry, what's the question?
How big is it? Hold on, Io. How big is a modern tactical nuclear warhead?
Yeah, it could be like a suitcase, like a briefcase suitcase, very small. Like, in fact, North Korea was working on a hand grenade nuclear weapon. So just think about it.
Yeah, like the big, like giant thing you see that you think of a nuke is actually just its casing. The nuke is very small inside.
Yeah, it's like a
very small
basketball
set.
Yeah, that was cool.
Well, who was the two scientists that were working on a nuclear weapon and they accidentally allowed the two cores to slap together and they all got irradiated?
Well, it's one guy actually, Demon Core guy.
Yeah.
Trump sacrifice actually helped Zed's weapon.
But that guy was such a fucking moron. Using a butter knife to wedge the two pieces together, and then you were just doing it by hand, freehand. You deserve to die. I'm sorry. In physics labs, like you can't fuck around.
You're gonna kick out 3 accounts? Is they worried about getting recorded now?
Not law school, though.
We can't be doing this every day. Come on, guys.
I guess
it's crazy. Matilda Mama told Miss Honey, oh, you went to college. Well, that was just derailed by the train derailment, no pun intended. He offered support and hope, just like I saw the president do this past week. It was a purposeful decision by this president on his first domestic trip to go to North Carolina and to California to visit with Americans who were impacted by Hurricane Helene and also by the deadly fires. A red state and a blue state, both of which feel forgotten by the previous administration and the federal government. That is now ended under President Trump. He will continue to put Americans first, whether they're in East Palestine, in Pacific Palisades, or in North Carolina.
Thank you, Caroline. On California, could you please clarify what the military did with the water last night as referenced in the president's Truth Social post?
The water has been turned back on in California, and this comes just days after President Trump visited Pacific Palisades, and as you all saw, applied tremendous pressure on state and local officials in Pacific Palisades, including Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass, to turn on the water and to direct that water to places in the south and in the middle of the state that have been incredibly dry, which has led to the rapid expansion of these fires.
So could you clarify what the military's role was, where the water came from, and how it got there?
Again, the Army Corps of Engineers has been on the ground in California to respond to the devastation from these wildfires. And I would point out that just days after President Trump visited the devastation from these fires, the water was turned on. That is because of the pressure campaign he put on state and local officials there who clearly lack all common sense. And I will never forget being at the last week and hearing the frustration and the voices of Pacific Palisades residents who feel as though their government has just gone insane. Before President Trump showed up on the scene, Karen Bass was telling private property owners that they would have to wait 18 months to access their private property. So this administration, the president's team that's on the ground in California, this great crisis, will continue to put pressure on Karen Bass.
She want to throw everybody on out. Everybody that's blue, she throw it under the bus.
Part of it. These residents want to take part in their own clearing out of their properties. They should be able to do that. It's the United States of America. What happened to our freedom? Clearly, it's gone in California.
And no more.
Not anymore.
You know we hearing something, right? Stop trying to talk.
Welcome to the Paper Lunch. Several questions. One on the phones. Will minority serving institutions, preferably colleges and universities, have those monies held back temporarily at this moment?
Again, I have not seen the entire list because this memo was just sent out. So I will
Post that list.
updates as we receive them.
The hell?
Also, second, but when it comes to immigration, there is a 7 border focus. What happens to those who've overstayed their visas? That is part of the broken immigration system. 2023, there was a report by the Biden administration Homeland Security Department that said overstays of visas were 3 times more than usual. Will there be a focus on the overstays for visas as well?
If an individual is overstaying their visa, they are therefore an illegal immigrant residing in this country, and they are subject to deportation.
And also, lastly, as we're dealing with anti-DEI, anti-war efforts, we understand this administration could, speaking about...
There's no such thing as anti-DEI. There's no such thing as DEI.
As far as I know, this White House certainly still intends to celebrate, and we will continue to celebrate American history and the contributions that all Americans, regardless of race, religion, or creed, have made to our great country, and America is back. Christian Bacon.
Thanks, Caroline. Just real quick, you mentioned the inflation executive order the president signed, but egg prices have skyrocketed since President Trump took office. So what specifically is he doing such costs for Americans?
Really glad you brought this up, because there is a lot of reporting out there that is putting the onus on this White House for the increased cost of eggs. I would like to point out to each and every one of you that in 2024, when Joe Biden was in the Oval Office, or upstairs in the residence sleeping, I'm not so sure, egg prices increased 65% in this country. We also have seen the cost of everything, not just eggs. Bacon, groceries,
Bacon, how do we bacon? Shut up.
Inflationary policies of the last
Bacon ain't go up.
As far as the
Ain't no bacon prices rising in my neighborhood.
Administration and the Department of Agriculture directed the mass killing of more than 100 million chickens, which has led to supply in this country, therefore a lack of egg supply, which is leading to the shortage. So I will leave you with this point. This is an example of why it's so incredibly important.
She's about to leave, guys.
Swiftly to confirm all of President Trump's nominees, including his nominee for the United States Department of Agriculture, Brooke Rollins, who is already speaking with Kevin Hassett, who's leading the economic team here at the White House, on how we can address the egg shortage in this country. As for costs, I laid out the plethora of ways that President Trump has addressed saving costs for the American people over the past week. He looks forward to continuing to doing that in the days ahead. Portals down in all 50 states.
Somebody just mentioned the Medicaid portals down in 50 states, but she already walked off.
We need a minute to just gather our thoughts. Just
All right. So what, guys?
We should probably do a queue, or people go one by one.
Yeah, because and no, he has no control of his microphone, so.
you want to start with Bonnet?
And now Omar want to come up after what he was talking this morning.
SJ?
How you doing, man?
So,
Go ahead, go.
hey, Omar. So 2 things. The first one was the birthright citizenship argument. It was insane. He said that illegal immigrants are not subject to the laws of the United States. So if you're an illegal immigrant and you go into the 7-Eleven, steal all the taquitos, all the Slurpees, all of the Reese's peanut butter cups. This is a Latino Nigerian. And then you whip out your behind and shit on the counter. And then you piss in the eye of the workers. According to that lady, you're not subject to the laws of the United States of America. In what world does that make sense? It's a good thing that these press conferences are in no way binding. They have no power. They can't be admitted in court or anything. I just want people to sit with that for a second. Who here believes, let's see, we have Trump supporters, we got Norm, Omar, Al, and others. Who here believes that illegal immigrants are not subject to the crimes of the subject to the jurisdiction of the United States, the laws of the United States? Okay, that was the first thing. That was kind of strange. I'll leave it there. I have other stuff that stands out, but I'll leave it there. Silly shit. Oh, that was the second one. I will do it as a follow-up because of the Latino Nigerian. Donald Trump told people going to get the violent criminals out first. This is what our intrepid embedded reporter Trent told us, who not only is on the front lines, but because he works in the car industry, he gets information faster than the CIA and the FBI. Cool. Okay. The man said that half of the people that they rounded up one day the other day were not violent criminals. I saw a story of a man who was a big Trump supporter in Florida. His wife was deported along with 2 other people that were in and around the house. He's on crime and wants to work out a deal with Trump. He gone, right? A horrible story for the man. I mean, it was heart-wrenching. But I went and made a coffee. Kept it moving.
Hey, go.
Being ADOS.
Hey, go.
Please don't interrupt me. We don't. In fact, if you interrupt me, I'm going to block you for a week, Infinity. We're in the middle. We're going one by one. We just listened to the press conference. Do not interrupt me. You do not get precedence in every room, bro.
I wasn't
Do you understand that?
I wasn't expecting you. But go ahead.
I will go ahead, and you will not interrupt me. Thank you very much. I lost my point. What was I talking about? Oh, and so now the children are also the criminals, because what she said was anybody who's here illegally is a criminal, which is true. And so now we can stop saying Omar and others that they're coming for the illegals first. The woman that went back to Venezuela, I forget her name, she was a homemaker. She didn't do anything. She was actually in the process of going through getting her legal stuff because she had the appointment because they got married. He's been deported. That's all over. So now what we need for this space is for the Trump supporters to stop lying and telling the truth. The election's over. Let's get to the real deal, to the factuals. I'm done speaking. Man, you don't interrupt me again, bro.
Let me know if you want me to offer a view on this. Go.
You may go next.
I'll be very brief. This is now devil's advocate because I'm not in favor of deporting people who are not criminals, or saying that the justification is that they're here illegally and then automatically designating them criminals. Rather, the question is, if one member, and I think this is what we're looking at, if one member of the family is a criminal, or the parents are criminals, then what is to be done with the kid? Or let's say the father is a criminal, what is to be done with the wife and the kid? What is the compassionate response? To break up the family or to send them all back? That is the devil's advocate position. Not saying I advocate it, but I at least provides another perspective to the conversation.
Yeah, that's a slightly different one. This woman, she was married to citizens, so she was the only so-called illegal in the family. So they broke up the family by deporting her. So it goes the other way too. But that's fine. Who's next in the queue?
I just got a little beef with the Iron Dome. I just want to say for the record, I did not vote for no Iron Dome for the United States. Like, that is silliness. I don't understand it. And I'm glad she kind of clarified, but that Iron Dome stuff is crap. I will say this, but I think we were overreacting with the snap thing. We gotta let these things play out. I know we like to have these, these reactions and stuff like that, but everybody's gonna get their snap and things like that. And let's give the press secretary some grace. She's 27 years old, and we had many rooms about this. Gen Z don't have bars like that, So she's very direct in her communication. And let's show the young, press secretary some grace. That's all.
By saying that birthright citizenship is optional, we should give her grace. Anyway, I don't.
Yeah, give her some grace. Man. She's young.
I don't think that you're very regular. You did think of
So what we did was, she's a DEI hire based on age, so we should get grace, even though she's not qualified. We wanted to diversify by age, but it was okay for a white blonde woman. That's what you voted for, Omar. Let me respond to the Iron Dome thing. Trump ran on the Iron Dome. He ran on it. This was in his campaign. He said he wanted to get an Iron Dome. In fact, because Iron Dome, there's 2 oceans there. Now we have some Iron Dome missile intercepting capabilities, but he wants to think like with Israel. Israel's like essentially landlocked, and he's just not very smart. You have an Iron Dome. It's called the Atlantico and the Pacifico. That would be the Iron Dome. It's a blue dome. It's a watery dome. So stupid.
But
It's against ICBMs. He's talking about a nuclear shield when he talks about the Iron Dome. I know what it is. It's Star Wars, Ronald Reagan. I mean, like, yep. This is not a game. Yeah. But Omar, to your point about the SNAP benefits, you may think that, but I'm looking at the Meals on Wheels CEO. They have some drivers who aren't delivering meals because they don't know if they're allowed to. I have a friend of mine who owns a adult daycare and a series of adult daycares. They're freaking out about meals for the day and whether or not they can take patients tomorrow. So just because the lady says something doesn't mean it's true. I'm done speaking.
Yeah. When they say Meals on Wheels, that kind of frightened me too, man, because there's a lot of adults that need, these services and stuff like that. So yeah, I didn't vote for that either, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
It's literally what you voted for. Who's next in the queue? Yes, Omar, you will be saying that a lot this year, in the next 4 years.
So, respectfully, an ocean is not a defense against a missile or missiles. Well, missiles come in the air.
It's based off this that vis-a-vis Israel. It is. There's a reason why we don't need to have the same kind of capability that Israel has. Most of it is geographic.
The Patriot, Raytheon's Patriot missile interception system, that's the American component of the Iron Dome. We already have developed this, and we protect much of the world with it. 17 countries have the Iron Dome in addition to Israel. My elementary school buddy from 6th grade actually wrote the software for it.
If you don't think that having two oceans between the United States leads for a substantive difference in its missile defense requirements, then we'll just disagree.
I do. I do. But that's a surface defense, not an air defense.
Well, I have a question for Bill. Do you think the old adage, campaigning in poetry but governing in prose, do you think that applies to this administration? Do you see how that could apply to this administration?
I think it could. But unfortunately, we had the pros. It was called as Project 2025. And we know we had it. It's what they're doing because I don't know if you saw the story. When they've been releasing their memos, they do them on Microsoft Word. Anybody who writes on Microsoft Word knows that when you go to properties, were written by authors of Project 2025. Though they also campaigned in prose. But you told us that because Trump said he wasn't doing Project 2025, that it wasn't true. Turns out, based off the metadata and the executive orders, 75% of which line up anywhere from partially to fully with Project 2025, shout out to Gad, that he did campaign in prose. So that's another lie that people should stop.
Would you say he can't? What do you mean he campaigned in prose? Did he campaign in the language that mirrored or reflected the T Project 2025? Because I know there were some differences. Between what he said.
He's actually running America First Institute project platform. I'm putting in the chat, but that's what he's actually doing. But it's very similar project. Yeah. I'm putting in the chat.
He's saying,
and Trump just didn't like the fact that they were trying to put an albatross around his neck. He didn't fully vet Project 2025. And, I'm sure there is a lot of alignment between the America First vision and whatever Project 2025 was articulating, because the Heritage Foundation is a very conservative think tank. And to me, it's not so amazing that there's this alignment between the two visions. Oh. But when you throw an albatross on someone's neck, you paint that as white supremacist, then you throw it on someone's neck. Yeah, I haven't even read the thing. I don't know what it is. So don't throw that on me because I don't know what Project 2025 is.
So how are you running on a platform?
I can't hear both of you at the same time.
Hold on, I just told you that we have metadata where the authors of his executive orders were the authors of Project 2025. Do you know what metadata is?
Yeah, you're saying that they did some kind of digital footprint. I know what you're talking about, the author on Microsoft Word. You're trying to tell me that the same people who write the current memos that are coming out of the White House are the same people that wrote Project 2025. Is that what you're telling me?
That's correct. Authors of several of the executive orders cause they take their names off the property and put it in metadata. I'll put it in the chat. They see that they're the same people. Who was next in the queue?
I didn't get your. I wanted to get your impression on Karen Levitt, Marine Levitt.
I think she's terrible. I think of 4 Trump press secretaries. He is leaps and bounds worse than Caitlin. Leaps worse than Sarah. Worse than Sean. He's terrible. He has no idea what she's talking about. I think she'll be as bad as Corinne Jean-Pierre. And that for me is the worst press secretary in my lifetime.
When you say she doesn't know what she's talking about, why? What are you saying? Everything that she said seemed to be pretty straightforward. Operating on the president's position on the issues. Why do you say she's uninformed?
Did you not pick
Did
that
you
up?
hear what she said about birthright citizenship?
Well, go. Did you pick that up though? Like he said, he didn't know anything of the presidency or their agendas, and then all of a sudden, you know everything about their agenda. All of a sudden, it's a constant gaslighting.
Did you hear what she said about birthright citizenship? She said that illegal immigrants are not subject to the jurisdiction of American law. Let me ask you a question, man, Billy. If I'm a Latino Nigerian and I go to the 7-Eleven and steal all the slurpees, all the hot dogs, all the ho-hos, all of the good things, and wash it down with Starvia, then I shoot and kill a man in the store. Am I subject to the laws of the United States?
Yes, you are.
Then what the fuck was she talking about?
I think she was articulating the legal. He was articulating that if you have a legal opinion that is up theirs, that's what's going to get sussed out. And she said that. I remember her vaguely saying there is a legal opinion that says it is unconstitutional to hold this
Did you hear
opinion.
what she said about foreign illegals not being subject to the laws of the U.S.?
No, I don't remember that specifically, but I know in the Constitution it does say subject to the jurisdiction thereof.
So let me ask you, are illegal immigrants subject to the laws of the United States?
Yes.
He said they weren't.
He's talking in reference to citizenship.
Stop doing the African accent. It's offensive. Thank you. I'll stop for you. I'm trying to trigger my boy Odie, but everybody's so uptight you can't even have fun with the damn song.
What did you say? Good. I wasn't hearing you.
What did you say? Good.
No, it was a man. It's a person in the chat saying I should stop doing my Odie accent. It's offensive. I'm literally trying to have fun with my friend, but you can't do that. You've been doing it for 3 years, but people get offended. You can't. I'll stop.
Can I respond?
So anyway,
Sorry, I thought you needed to.
No, me and Go were almost finished.
Subject to the laws of the U.S.
I think she's referring specifically to their access to citizenship. That's the issue.
Excuse me. Is the illegal immigrants subject to the laws of the U.S.?
Yes, they are. But she's challenging the access to citizenship.
No, she's not. He said they're not subject to the laws of the U.S. That's what I mean by he doesn't know what she said. I can give several more instances, but I'm talking enough. I don't want to offend.
Can I get in on this, the 14th Amendment?
We can have a discussion on the 14th Amendment. That's not what I was talking about. I was talking with the press secretary. What she said was wrong.
Yeah, she said it wrong. But so we're talking. The 14th Amendment is what provides for a birthright citizenship. That we agree on, correct?
Absolutely.
Of course, absolutely. All right. And there's a phrase in there, I believe, subject to the jurisdiction of the laws of the United States. I'm not sure to have it exact.
Subject to the jurisdiction thereof.
Subject to the jurisdiction thereof. Okay. So that's the part that is questionable. She phrased it incorrectly, but that is the wedge that will be used for the legal challenge.
I know that. I've been reading conservative jurisprudence for 25 years of my life.
Okay.
I've been saying it since Robert Bork. And in court last week, Norm, they said that Native Americans were not citizens. Do you agree with that?
I don't agree with any of this.
Oh, okay. Yes, we expect that. Okay.
Say again?
No. Okay, you were just saying their case. Okay,
are they citizens? That's the question. They're not. Okay, so that's the wedge that they want to use on this one. And also, Native American people who were born on reservations originally, and I think you probably know this too, were not subject to the jurisdiction of the United States. So that's why this law, I'm sorry, this amendment was made in the first place. I think in order to, well, it was originally for black folks.
No,
Slave descendants.
But thank God for the Trump
not
administration.
both slave descendants, but also free blacks. Yeah,
True. That's true.
Well, I personally thank God for this administration to have the fortitude to take a hard stance on the issue. It's not easy to take these public positions on these issues. It's very controversial. And it's now going to go through the court system, and we'll see what happens. But I thank God personally for an administration to take tough positions on these issues so that they can get meted out in the court system.
But
I'm
all
looking forward to seeing that.
administrations, what is so peculiar
We'll
about
see
all
what
administrations
happens.
take hard, all administrations take hard positions, it's just you agree with this one.
No, no previous administration, like the Bush administration, they didn't. For instance, the Bush administration did. I can't hear you, sir. I can't hear you while I'm talking. I said no. The previous, I don't know if the Bush administration ever took this issue through the court system that it could be finally settled.
They took other hard issues, like the Iraq. I mean, you said you're talking about this issue.
This particular issue, the birthright citizenship.
The reason why most administrations didn't is because they didn't have a sound legal theory to do that, because it's plain.
Well,
It's plain.
It's not plain. Why is there a legal challenge
The
now?
judge just said it was plain. Did you see the case? They've already gone to court.
Yeah, but that was at the first level, but it's going to go above them. It's going to go all the way to the Supreme. Because they said they're going to challenge it until it gets to the Supreme Court.
How do you know the Supreme Court's going to take it?
Well, because it's a very relevant issue, and many Americans want this.
So how does the Supreme Court choose cases? I hate doing this.
I know that they have a process by which they reject and accept. What is I don't know the specific process.
So let me tell you,
Mm-hmm.
you have to have at least 4 justices agree to take the case.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if there's no.
Well, I believe that there's at least 4 justices that agree that birthright citizenship should be, Thomas.
Why do you think that? We'll look at
Scalia.
Scalia's not here anymore.
Hold on.
Scalia. I'm sorry. Alito.
His jurisprudence makes you think he believes what the Trump administration believes.
Oh, it's an understanding of the philosophy that he's articulated in and out of the court.
That's what I'm asking. When?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Which actual court cases?
On this.
Well, not specifically birthright citizenship. I can't give you specifics. I just have.
Let's go to the next justice. Who's number 2?
Alito. Gorsuch.
What have you read? Hold on. What have you read about Alito?
It's very. I don't know the details. All I know is that they have a very conservative view.
Carnival! Skyler! Walter White! Dude! Where's the money, Skyler?
You know what that is?
Yeah, he takes the Constitution literally instead of he goes by the text of the
So
Constitution.
how would a textualist reading go in your favor?
Because that phrase that you said earlier, subject to the jurisdiction thereof, that's the wild card. That can be interpreted
Immigrants subject to the jurisdiction thereof.
as it relates to citizenship. As it relates to citizenship is the question.
It's citizenship. Let's read it.
Well, of course, like, not to cut you short, but I thought that the Supreme Court in Young One King Act clarified.
Hold on, Odie, we'll work our way there. No. Let's read it. We'll work our way there. He doesn't know what he's talking about, but you know what? I'm taking it for the work being caught. All persons born.
Take the freaking words. 215.
Are citizens of the United States and of the state where they reside. When it says subject to the jurisdiction thereof, it's not talking about citizenship.
I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother. I always wanted a brother just like you.
Citizenship as a
I understand the point that you're making, but I hope that you understand that there are legal minds that disagree with your read of it. I
Yes,
understand
very
that.
few is what I'm saying. And you said that there were. Hold on, bro. Let's just go point by point. You said there were Supreme Court justices. Where have they ever said that? How do you know that?
Well, I don't know what's going on in their mind, but I don't know what's going on with their mind. But I think this is a case.
You said there were at least 4.
Well, I would, yeah, because we already. Let's not be blind to the idea that we know that this particular Supreme Court has an inclination to conservative views, right? As a whole.
This is not a conservative view. What you're saying.
Okay, so that's where we disagree. I think it's conservative.
This is not a conservative view.
Right. Well, why don't you do a poll of conservative, self-identifying conservatives?
I've been reading in conservative jurisprudence for 25 years.
Been reading conservative jurisprudence for 25 years.
No idea.
Is this guy like 50?
How do you do this?
Because you're basically saying it's ridiculous to assume that a Supreme Court that is mostly conservative wouldn't take this on. You don't think it's a conservative issue?
I don't. No, I didn't. I said what I don't. You said there are 4 justices who will take it. Who's the 4th one, by the way?
Brett Kavanaugh.
Or APB.
Have you ever read any of Brett Kavanaugh's opinions?
I'm not basing it on his opinion. I'm basing it on
What are you basing
his.
it on?
I'm basing it on
Loyalty to Trump, he's saying. Loyalty to Trump.
You mean the same Brett Kavanaugh that allowed was it Kavanaugh or APB?
25 years. Where's that comment?
You mean the same Neil Gorsuch that in Bostock wrote the opinion and included gender and sexual orientation? That Neil Gorsuch? What is he talking about?
The only way I think they could try to argue this would be subject exclusively. They'd have to insert the word exclusively to U.S. jurisdiction there and argue that.
He kicked me. I knew he was gonna kick me with that comment. It went through. Apparently, it went through. Good Cozian reads 25 years of jurisprudence. Oh my gosh. Did they. Am I blocked? We'll see. I don't know if I can find it now. Where is it? Holy shit. I think I lost it. He's sitting there looking at the chat. Son of a bitch, I can't view it now. Oh, fuck, I can't find it. Fuck. Alright, we'll have to go to another room.
Okay? That's all I'm trying to explain to you. So the more you give power to the word, the more it'll affect you.
Right. No such word exists. Thank you.
Don't break my brain today. Stop it.
No.
Greg, we erupt out of quietness to debate Steve Miller's Joker. Someone needs to pass around a joint or a blunt or a bong, something.
There should be a TV show where you have really strange lyrics that people think they know the words to, and they say, "Okay, sing it."
That used to be a game.
Oh, really?
That used to be a game. It's called Gun, right?
Because then they would say, no, the song is actually the following, and they show it in the screen.
Hey, I'm not everything.
Boy, y'all might as well be a duo, because everybody keeps saying that shit, yeah.
You say you're Jasmine,
Jasmine, why call me about our thing? No name is nothing.
So you gonna get buffed to Kamani?
What?
I don't know what Kamani is.
You don't
Who
you
is
don't know who somebody
it?
is?
Who
You
is
not
it?
paying me your surname? You not paying me your surname?
Money?
Chicken, did that mama
You
not
keep up the
start
night?
begging her for money?
You keep up the night, come on. That your mama pronounced it. Your mama
Chicken,
pronounced
did
it.
that mama not tell you
Yeah,
start begging
your
her for
mama pronounced it. Did your mama know she gave birth to a faggot? Your mama ugly. Your mama, I'm just saying about your mama. Your mama ugly.
Chicken, you get
Your mama make me.
Hey, your mama had all them kids.
Man, your mama make me puke.
Your mama bigger than your mama bigger than everybody, mama. Your mama just big.
But my mama is fine though. Mom, she's married. Mom, your mom still like the upside down here.
My friend was the drummer, one of the drummers for the drum kit, actually, back when they played that big concert.
Their social security cards weren't good to find new ones, and then they were telling me to dump the poison that we had left over in the back down the fucking drain, and I was like, I'm not doing this shit. You got me fucked up. So she would see all this, and I said, so what did that perfect attendance do for you? I said, nothing. I said, that's how they program you. You're a perfect little puppet. And she's like, I never looked at it that way. All this shit. Her dad was a truck driver, worked for the company like 30 fucking years or something. Same shit, never missed a day, went to work sick, stayed after if they needed it.
For the old school.
Now, those boys may have been as
That's how
devout
the
as
guys,
saints.
men were in the old school. They weren't gonna miss a day of work. It was like.
Yeah, but you know, when he died on the job, okay? Not at home from drinking, on the job, working. Do you know what momentum they gave the family for his tenure at work?
Don't tell me.
A gold fucking watch, it wasn't even real gold.
Oh my gosh.
You know, he was gonna get this in a few years, so since he passed, we thought we would honor him and give it to you anyways. Like, they went out of their way for their $49 watch.
Yeah.
And I was like, that is so fucked up on so many levels.
Yeah. No, you're right, man. I don't know. You do it off your honor. I guess that's a testament to your character. But I'm like you. I'm like, nah. If you don't appreciate me, touche.
Yeah. No, I don't care. I'm trying to get shit situated because what I wanted to do is have Diana at the farmhouse.
Oh man, some people say bullshit on this app, you know.
Did you know that if you shrunk the Earth down to the size of a billiard ball, it would be smoother than a billiard ball?
Oh right, you're
like
so
the
right,
features,
bro. You're so
the features of the Earth are so like basically non-existent.
Yeah. You're so right, man.
It's like a perfect sphere, but like more rounded off.
What's your name, by the way?
God.
No, the other dude.
God. Hey, what's up, Green Nazi?
You can call me Master.
Stop calling me Nazi. I'm not a Nazi.
Yes, you are a Nazi. Yes, you are. You're a fucking Nazi.
That's not Hitler, though.
Who is that?
That's Mr. House.
Looks like the Pakistani Hitler.
No.
It's a Hitler Patel or something, right?
Yeah, he could have been in his cabinet, no problem.
That's Mr. House from Fallout New Vegas, dummy.
I have no idea who that is. He's Hitler. So Hitler it is.
No, it's not. It's from a video game.
Stop. About Hitler.
That character is from a video game. How dumb can you be?
How dumb can you be that it looks like Hitler?
I don't give a fuck.
Hello, I would like to follow up with what Roiva said earlier about if we were to shrink the Earth to the size of a cue ball, it would be smoother than the surfaces of a cue ball. Is that theoretical or conceptual? Because how would we actually shrink the size of the Earth to the size of an 8-ball or a cue ball? Thank you, Roivas.
You pop it in the dryer. Pop the Earth in the dryer.
I've seen him in another room. He always does this shit, man. He's a shit.
Are you projecting on me, you Nazi green-headed fucking loser bastard?
You know, there have been Hindu Nazis. So
I'm not gonna talk to you, bro. You're a waste of time.
Then do not talk to me. You just talk to me, you fucking loser guy. Why are you such a fucking loser guy?
You fucking mother toad.
have
That
other
means
accounts.
motherfucker and
Hey, Earth, do you have other accounts? It's pronounced Earth, not Earth, you fucking loser moron guy.
You remembered me from last time, didn't you? I got your.
I don't remember you. I don't think about you. I don't care about you. You're a fucking loser, motherfucker guy.
Listen. You know exactly who I am. This is not your first loser motherfucker guy. Hold on. This is not his first account, guys.
Okay, tell the police. Complain about your stupid PTR, which means nothing to nobody, fucking guy.
No. What's gonna happen is, Earth, I'm gonna get you banned again. And then you have to open
It is
another
pronounced Earth, Earth, not
People like that, get the fuck out of the room, bro. I hate snitches, bro. I'm just gonna say that I'm just gonna report you for terrorism, I guess. If you're gonna be a snitch, get the fuck out of here, you
Hitler
fucking
never
snitch.
snitched, bro. Hitler never
I'm
snitched.
messing with you. I don't do that.
No,
that's how you do. Don't even talk like that.
There's a little bit of truth in everything.
Bro, you don't even joke like that. Being a snitch, like, there's nothing wrong with snitching. I'm a god. I know your intentions. There's nothing wrong with snitching. And you're a fucking snitch.
After they get stitched.
So, okay. So if you saw me selling drugs in the neighborhood, would that snitch on me? Nope.
Not if you cut us in. If you don't cut us in, we're gonna threaten you.
Why not? No wonder America is fucked. See,
No wonder why you are fucked, sir. You're fucked. You are fucked.
Hold on, stop for a sec. Why would you snitch on someone? I'm selling drugs.
Because he's a bitch. He's a fucking bitch.
Hold on. Your life was ruined without drugs. So what the fuck? A good citizen, that's what a good citizen does.
So go stand in front of Walmart because they sell drugs too.
Good citizen, self-deport. Go back to your mother country, mother chord.
I've actually brought a drug dealer before he got locked up, so. Dude, if I would find out you would report me, I would have fucking cut your fingers off.
I don't think no one knows what the word chode means. Not really.
It means fucker. It's like Ben chode, sister fucker, mother chode.
Because
no, chode is the space in between your asshole and your
do you know the problem with snitching is that you're snitching on a drug dealer for another drug dealer to come into the same shit? No. People want to buy.
You call the cops when your drug deal goes wrong, right? That's what I do.
Hold on, let me explain. The only reason why criminals put the word snitching is to prevent, the evil being found out and not being reported. So it's not snitching, man. It's not snitching. Whoever told you that is a liar.
This guy's a part of a neighborhood.
This motherfucker's the goody good that doesn't like his mama.
This is a waste of our fucking afternoon even listening to this fucking guy.
We have a snitch on stage that tells on fucking little dime-bag drug dealers because he feels good about himself, because he's a good part of the community.
He's got nothing else to feel good about. He doesn't know anything. He's like a dumb guy. Oh, I'm sorry for interrupting you. Don't get so angry and start shouting over me when I am trying to tell you that this fucking guy is a fucking loser guy.
Man, go make sure the hot dogs is still up to date, man. Make sure
this motherfucker publicly keep on stating how he doesn't like it. He fucking hates his mama. He hates his dad.
He thinks that this clubhouse room is like a complaint room, like 1-800-complaint.com. Motherfucker, this is not the complaint room, motherfucker.
You want motherfucking? You want motherfucking now?
No, I want to complain about your complaining, motherfucker. You see how complaining works? Once you complain, you never stop complaining, motherfucker. Kick this fucking guy out. Fuck you, fucking guy.
Fuck you too, you boy.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Horrible accent, bro. You're falling apart on your cuss words,
I'm just saying, Clown House is not the place to complain. Go to 1-800-complaints or complaint.com to submit your complaints about complaining about everything all the time, motherfucking guy.
Finish what you have to say, Carl. Just ignore this piece of shit.
No, he agrees with me. He thinks you're just complaining.
He don't agree with you. Who are you?
It's with or with. It's not with. Learn how to pronunciate English, motherfucking guy. It's not earth. It's not truth. It is earth. It is truth.
You don't even have a working toilet in your country. What are you talking about?
Ooh, that is true.
A working toilet? Your mother's mouth is my working toilet, bitch.
Is actually break down?
You can say everything you want about my mother. I already told you I don't care about it, man. I don't care.
Well, what a good citizen doesn't like his mama?
Somebody gotta care about your mom.
Somebody laid down the pipe with your mom to create a bastard little son like you. No wonder why you don't like your mother, because you're a piece of shit guy. Therefore, your mother must have been piece of shit woman.
You can come up with all the cuss words you want. I don't care about you, and I don't care about them.
So maybe you should like go pray to Jesus and learn the truth of the earth.
That's why you're so angry in life. I get it now. I don't need an Indian dude that doesn't have a working toilet in his
Motherfucker, I am a Maharaji in India. I have a fucking castle, bitch. I got 100 toilets in my fucking mansion, motherfucking loser guy.
You pee every time you walk in, so bad.
Nobody cares.
I have 10 people that hold my penis while I pee in your mother's mouth.
No one cares what you have. No one cares. Nobody asks.
I have 10 servants that wipe my ass and use your mother to take the garbage to the trash can in the fucking alley, fucking guy.
Nobody cares, my friend.
Nobody cares about you. That's why you keep saying nobody cares.
I didn't ask.
You don't care whether you ask or you tell. You're a fucking loser guy, mother chod.
I don't care, okay?
Fuck you, fucking guy. Last time.
What you should do, my friend, is tell your government to make sure that there's working toilets in India, okay?
Got it. Keep collecting your welfare check and sitting in clown house all day long, fucking guy.
I work, idiot.
What do? You clean toilets?
Yeah, I do. I do know.
I knew you were a janitor type guy that cleans up dog shit from the fucking urinals. Because you keep talking about India's toilet problem. You love toilets. You're a shit guy.
Yeah, of course. You're so smart, man. I knew Indian people were smart. Jeez. You're so smart, man.
Thank you very little. We'll call you. Don't call us, fucking guy.
Just don't ever come here, man. People like you aren't.
Where do you live? I will come there right now, fucking guy. Where do you live? I'll come right now.
Yes, don't tell you what I am. Don't ever come here, man. People
Where are you?
Don't want it here.
He's in Mother Russia.
He's not in Russia. Don't ever.
These fucking losers in some shit little town outside of London.
In Russia, you don't last as a snitch.
He's just on the outskirts.
Snitches get stitches, bitches.
And then they bury themselves in ditches.
You sound like a racist making fun of me, you fucking racist asshole loser guy, toilet cleaning, mother hating chord. You hate your mother. You hate yourself. You're a fucking loser guy.
I'm not racist at all. I love every race. As long as they're not near me, I'm good. Okay? I love every race, but there has to be limits. I don't want every single type of people around me. I just prefer to be out.
Hey, Prince Habibi, why don't you take that rifle and shove it up your ass because you're too much of a pussy to do anything with your pussy rifle, you big fucking pussy guy. You think you lift weights? Look at your dad bod, you fucking pussy guy. Take that rifle, stick it in your ass and pull the trigger till it goes click. Sharmuta batecha, mother chod. I know you, I know where you live. We're going to...
break, that 4-year break, he needed that so he could come back and, hopefully.
This is a prank call show. You didn't. Brian doesn't like the prank call show.
If you think about it, Trump had I'm sorry.
That's all right. Wait, don't forget your thought. I'm just gonna say really quick. That's what Smirk, even though I'm not talking to him right now, but that's what he said too. He was saying that it took that 4 year because that was like the COVID. I mean, like the pandemic, all that, like whatever, everything was down.
Whatever.
You only get 2 chances. You don't want to be running it when everything's crazy. So come back when everything's blurred out. Now you can do what needs to be done, like fast.
You hear this, Abby?
That's a good theory.
You think you're stupid?
Okay, so
Listen to this one.
Say he find like, okay, boom, this is happening. What if the people? Because Biden was not the only one in this craziness. What if the people that quote unquote support him are part of it too? Is he still gonna stand on business, or because they coddle him like, oh, we love you so much, nothing's really gonna happen? Like, what if that is the case also? Because nobody did this alone. Like, no one single-handedly did this alone.
Facts. Right, and he got too many people. Incoherent this entire time. Y'all gotta think about it. For the last 4 years, he's been super incoherent. He's been trying to figure out who is running the country. We got Obama and his wife behind him every single time they see them. So I believe that Obama's been.
I love how people have clownhouse conversations when they're like at large gatherings. You think like the people listening think it makes them more important or something?
Because even in our own, I can't say this is the only reason why, but in our own area, there's multiple realms that we can't even grab or enter unless we have a certain tool to get into it, like a Oculus or game development that I do. There's that reality. That's not our realm, but we can enter it if we do a certain have certain material to put us in it, in the coordinates. And I believe
Well, it was too much fun to tell her.
Did you want to put naked cupcake without makeup?
I mean, it was literally just a picture of a cupcake. I don't know what to tell y'all. And then we just swiped on a few. The best part is when the person has like mutual friends of hers. So sure, she's been stalking a few people for a couple hours.
Wait, that's a very valuable point right there. Would you want
Pac-Man killed Bubblegum!
that you're friends with
I'm reporting Pac-Man to the FBI. He killed Bubblegum.
that are on that app?
You really have no choice because it's like Facebook or Meta. It's dating. It's meta dating.
Pac-Man killed Bubblegum. He's gonna get away with it too.
Just for clarification.
Where is Bubblegum, Pac-Man?
Of love.
What did you do to our beloved Bubblegum?
According to Ruben in the chat, is a nonce word, meaning it's just made up for the song and has absolutely no meaning.
That's one of the main issues.
It was just
airline.
I love the fact checking in this room. We can get down with it.
We get really high, and we coming up with a song, and we speak of, and we come up with pompatus while we're really high. It's not.
See, this is better media.
Still on Steve Miller?
Yeah, why do they want to yuck our yum? What's the point? Why? Why do you burst my bubble? Why?
I'm not trying to burst nobody's bubble.
Not you, but Ruben. Ruben is, yeah, the reality.
Oh, Ruben.
Oh my God, Ruben.
You better fucking run, Ruben.
Start now. Go. 5-second head start.
I love the name of it because it is like the bigness, the greatness, because it's like.
Because pomp. Right.
Pompacity.
Pompatus. Yeah.
But yeah, it's bombastic, so it's like all of those things combined together. I love it. I love the word even more now that I know it has no.
It actually comes from the French word pompatus, which means to fuck an ass. I always knew it had no meaning.
Analingus, back to the
figure out what he meant by it.
We're just gonna reset the room back on analingus. Welcome to Jack's house. It's clothing optional coffee. I'm wearing clothes today.
So we didn't finish the lyrics, people, of the song. We got stuck on one word that doesn't mean shit. I'm disappointed.
Okay. That's it for me. I hope you enjoyed my morning meditation podcast. This is AdrianDittman.com. Keep smiling. Nothing is miserable.